and I'm going to show you how to record your first audition in Reaper. Start off by opening up Reaper. Your copy of Reaper will look different to mine, as mine has been customized, but broadly speaking, you'll see a screen similar to this. Start by double-clicking on the left if there is not already a track to create an empty track. You might need to drag it up if it comes out too big. Next, go to Reaper at the top left and click Settings. Under Audio and Device, make sure you select the correct audio device. That will be your interface if you are using an XLR microphone, or the microphone itself if you're using a USB microphone. Right-click on the track, go to Track Layout, go to Track Panel, and change it to the bottom one, DPI translated to 200C, and drag everything here to the right so that you can see this meter here. Next, in this box here, click the down arrow on the right, go to Input Mono, and click the correct input, either from your interface or directly from your USB microphone. If it doesn't appear here, you've probably missed the step where we set the audio device earlier. Position your microphone about a hand span from your mouth, slightly off axis to avoid plosives. Off axis means that you do not want your mouth pointing at the microphone, but you do want your microphone pointing at your mouth. If you've got one, you should also use a pop filter in front of the microphone to avoid plosives. Next, press the Record Arm Disarm button, if not already pressed, so that the red button lights up. Next to it, you'll see this little speaker icon, and click on that a couple of times until it becomes small and says Record Monitoring Off when highlighting over it. Otherwise, it will drive you mad. Next, if you see this meter here, this is measuring the volume at which I'm speaking, and the number at the top is showing exactly what level I'm peaking at. Adjust the gain on your interface so that when you speak normally, your levels are between -12 dB and -18 dB. Or if you're using a USB microphone, adjust the recording volume in the microphone software or in your Windows/Mac audio settings so that when you speak normally, your levels are, again, between -12 and -18 dB. Next, shout "Hey," not too loudly, at your microphone, and check that it isn't peaking, by which I mean make sure it's not hitting 0 dB. "Hey!" That time it peaked. Click to reset. "Hey! Hey!" This gives you a guide of how loud you can get. If you're going to be speaking louder, to the point where it will hit 0, you need to adjust your gain, either on the interface, if it's an XLR microphone, or via the software or Windows and Mac settings, if it's a USB microphone. Next, down here, press Record. If you've been asked to slate your audio, start by saying your name, David Winter. Then record your audition, doing 1 to 3 takes. 3 is usually the maximum. If you've been asked to do ABC, ABC, you record the entire audition once, then again, then again. If you've been asked to do AA, BB, CC, record each line or paragraph, depending on how it's set up, twice or 3 times before moving on to the next one. Once you're done, press Stop. Now, once you're done, press the right button. Delete any periods of silence, for example, at the beginning or the end, by doing the following. Turn ripple editing off by finding this button that looks like 9 small squares. Pressing it once will set ripple editing to work on the current track, and pressing it again will set it to work on all tracks. Click at the start of the period of silence, although skip this if it's right at the beginning of the track, and press the S key. Then click at the end of the period of silence, press the S key again. Now, select the middle section, click and hit delete. All the audio will move and that will vanish. Next, listen to your audio. If you hear clothes rustling, keyboard taps, or any other noises, re-record over that take. Next, once you're done, click the leftmost item in the track, assuming there are multiple items, hold Shift and click the rightmost item in the track so that all the items are selected. Then go to Actions at the top, Show Action List, and type in Normal, which will get you the list of normalized things. You want Item Properties, Normalize Items, brackets peak/RMS/LUFS. Click Run. Make sure that the drop-down box says peak. Leave Adjust Monomedia an additional -3 dB unticked. And make sure this says Normalize as if one long item. Put -1.00 dB in the top right box and click OK. This adjusts the relative volume of all your media, but doesn't actually apply any processing that affects the sound of your audio. Now listen to your audio again. If you can hear background noise, there's a very high chance your audition won't be successful. Don't try to fix it in software. Instead, address the problem at the source. A good place to ask for help is the Voice Acting Club Discord. In that situation, don't submit the audition until you fix the noise issue. If you didn't listen on headphones or IEMs before, do so now to catch any subtle issues you may have missed. Next, select all the items again, and in the action list under Action, Show Action List, type in the word region and space item. You'll find this Markers, Insert Region from Selected Items and Edit. Click that, click Run, and type in what you want the audition file to be called. Often this will be something like your name, underscore followed by the role, such as David Winter, underscore blob. Type that in, hit OK. Click Close. Now click the button that looks like this, which might be in a different place for you. This is Render Project to Disk. Click that, and then on this screen, click the button saying Region Matrix. In the region matrix, you want to click the box that corresponds to the row, master mix, and the column of the region you've just set. Change your file name, if not already set, to be $region. That will name the file, the name that you've given the region, and click Browse next to here and select the directory you want to save into. If it's not already selected, under Source at the top left, change it to Region Render Matrix via Master. Set the remainder of the settings as follows. Set sample rate to 44,100 Hz, and set Mix and Process FX at Project Sample Rate to be ticked. Untick Normalize/Limit, or the box next to that, and make sure just above it that Full Speed Offline is selected. If you've been asked to submit in MP3, then change format to MP3, make sure mode is set to constant bitrate, and the bitrate set to at least 192 kbps. Higher numbers mean better quality, but a larger file size. If asked to submit in WAV or WAVE, use the settings that have been requested, but if none have been specified, then you should change this to WAV, WAV bit dep, 24-bit PCM. Now click Render One File, and that will render out your file. It'll look like that. And that will save to the location you specified earlier. Finally, go to File, Save Project As, and save a copy of your project in case you need to re-export it again later. Now just upload the file that you exported, and your first audition has been done and submitted. Thank you very much.